Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? I had some Marco Polo messages from some friends last night that I woke up to, and it was interesting because I started with one who is a mom of teenagers and wee ones, but teenagers, and then moved into some messages from a friend who has a 4-year-old and all the wonderful things that life brings there. And then someone else had a message of someone whose their child is an adult, and um, it was just so cool to go, you know what, every stage of life has its thing. Every stage, it's just so neat to, and sometimes I want to rush the story, and I want to read the end of the book, and no, you read the end of the book. I don't know. I just finished up. I told you earlier this week. I finished up a book called the Woman in the White Kimono, and it was really great. Best fiction I've read in a while. Like it was really good. And when you put it down and you close the book, and it's like I'm gonna miss them, right? Because it just you want to get to the end, but you don't because at the end there's a and so in life pushing towards what's next, what's next, what's next. I tend to do that. And I can get myself into some really hot water when I try to, whatever is laid out before me, I try to fix it fast. I try to do this, I try to do that, and solve the problem really quickly. And then I start to have a panic attack because guess what? This is not supposed to be a really speedy situation. This is supposed to slow down and take it for what it is and just breathe. And I heard myself telling the friend with the 4-year-old to enjoy the time and it's going to go so fast and they're going to be teenagers, they're going to be applying for jobs, getting driver's licenses and and then the things of the young child world are memories. And I went, "Oh, I'm doing the same thing in my own personal journey. I just want let's go. Let's go. Let's get this done. If you've got a crisis, if you've got a trauma, it reminded me of Lucy from the Peanuts when she had her like psychology booth, and for 5 cents you got to see the doctor. And it's like, yeah, I'm I'm investing in myself, but I'm only allowing 5 cents worth in. And I need to take the time. My mom tells me this all the time. It's like she knows what she's talking about. Listen to her. And it's just like, you've got to slow down. And I'm like, but I'm slow. I'm not running every night. I'm not like literally, I have stopped running, but also I'm not out of the house all the time. I have lots of Netflix time. I have bubble baths every week. Like I'm really, and she goes, no, your mind, because 100% of the time, your mind is trying to think of what should I be doing now? What should I be doing now? Should I be putting my feet flat on the ground and meditating? Should I be having the bubble bath? Should I be how do I take care of myself tomorrow? How do I take care of myself today? And it's this constant, oh, I'm over mothering myself, and my own mom is saying, "Stop it." She doesn't talk like that. I talk like that. But I was like, yeah, every stage has joys if we just look for them. They have tears too, but there are joys. And sometimes the stage, I think it's the mom of, it could be that it's my age stuff, right? Like it could be like I haven't launched into having sick parents yet to take care of them, and my kids are independent enough that they can cope, so they're not needing me every single second of the day, and yet they're not far enough along that I have to be taxiing them everywhere at the moment. That could change very soon, but right at this second it's like, oh, am I needed? Oh, but I know I'm needed, but not as heightened as it was when they were little, and not as attached, right? I have to be ready for when they bounce. But all I have to, it's like you're playing defense instead of offense, right? Like I got to be ready when the puck comes towards the net to help the goalie. But ultimately, I just hang back. I hang back. I know that if you're playing defense in a professional hockey league, you're not hanging back. But I'm just saying, like that's what I'm envisioning in my head. And sometimes you just have to hang back. You got to be ready. You got to be prepared. You got to be alert. But you're not always active every single second. And so it's just a different stage. And it's okay to go through each chapter. And if we rush the chapters, we get to the end of the book and we go, oh, I missed something. And unlike a book, you can't go back and reread it. You can have memories of it, but you can't go back and grasp what you missed. And there's no shame, uh there's no judgment, there's no nothing. I'm just stating a fact for myself. But it's okay to let this slow down for a bit. It's really hard to do, but it's okay to attempt to try. And just live the chapter you're living and know that you've been created for such a time as this. And it might be a time that you're really not getting used to. Well, guess what? It's a stage. So it's going to continue on. And one day you're going to wake up and go, oh, remember that time when the kids were independent and the kids were able to take care of themselves and they could cook dinner and they could do this, but they weren't needed to be run all over town? Like my poor sister, she's got like four that she's taking everywhere. Like, and so I'm just like, oh, it's okay to enjoy right now. So give yourself permission to find joy today without worrying about tomorrow. Just, it's okay to just, and if your feet touch the floor and you have a time of meditation, fantastic. That's what you needed in that moment. If all it is just smelling that coffee, then great. That's what you needed to do. If it's climbing into the stinky bed with your teenager to say, hey, guess what? I love you, then do it. I point this way because they're through the wall. You don't know that because you're not here with me. But anyway, maybe it's just saying hello to someone special, someone soft and cuddly. But take time to enjoy. You're allowed. So give yourself permission to obey mom and slow down. She knows what she's talking about. Yes, she does. If you need a mama, mine has been known to share herself. If you're in crisis, let me know. I'm not going to tell on you. I don't know where the last part came in, so maybe somebody out there needs it. So I'll take that very seriously. If there's a problem, message, and we'll do what we can to help. Until then, and until next time, sweet dreams, everybody. Bye.